This is Mally, a typical Key West mutt, and Captain Kelsey. 2 weeks ago, when Mally made her way onto the stage at a concert organized on this pier by the Ocean Key House, one of the island's largest hotel resorts, she triggered a chain of events that brought up some familiar Key West issues. The unlawful use of publicly owned property by private corporations, violations possibly involving tens of thousands of dollars of public money, and the misuse of city police by powerful private interests. On February 7th, 2015, the Revivalist concert drew a crowd to Sunset Pier. Kelsey and Mally couldn't wait.
Yeah, really excited. I've been a big fan for a couple years, so it was exciting. I bought my ticket in advance, and I was ready to go.
Kelsey's hope for a great concert with one of her favorite bands was not going to turn out as expected.
Mally's getting on stage, so she likes the Revivalists too. Next thing I know, they're inviting me on stage, so I was excited because I really like them, so of course I'm going to get up.
So you're like a little Revivalist groupie.
Yeah, it was so total groupie move.
We see Mally on stage, we're like, yay, it's Mally on stage! And then Kelsey gets on stage and Kelsey goes up and we're like, yay, it's Kelsey! And Kelsey's dancing around and the band, it's all cool. And then she got down and all of a sudden the guy, the lead singer of the band, stopped the song and said, what's going on down there? Is that really necessary? And he was looking and we were like, what's going on? And the music stopped, and then after a few minutes they started again, and then we saw them leading Kelsey handcuffed out. There was a woman.
Then she, puts me on the ground and starts to handcuff me.
Yeah, free dog lady. Yeah, they were saying free dog lady. Because everybody loved it. It was such a beautiful little thing, and then, all this happened.
I heard the band say, free dog lady, which was really funny.
Your taste.
What did he say? They said
free dog lady.
Free dog lady?
Yeah.
So you're like dog lady?
Yeah, so free dog lady. They gave me a free t-shirt, which was like, okay, thanks. I just got arrested. I get a free t-shirt. Woo.
Kelsey was arrested for trespassing. She hadn't paid the $150 VIP cover charge. But in fact, under Ocean Key's lease agreement with the state of Florida, the dock shall be open to the general public at no charge. Mara Berger, DEP Public Information Specialist, answered our inquiry, stating that all public events on Sunset Pier should be charitable. Such was not the case during the February 7th Revivalist concert. Ocean Key must report all events and pay the state 10% of the gross revenue for any private events they hold. But according to DEP, the resort hasn't paid anything for over 2 years. How much money is Ocean Key making from its use of the public pier? That's anyone's guess. One thing's for sure, they use the police to enforce payment. We met with former City Commissioner George Halloran. 30 years ago, he began the fight to keep Sunset Pier open to the public.
We saw
Old newspaper clippings found at the library echo the battle against the Ocean Key, originally called Reflections.
The agreement included the Zero Duval people, Reflections, maintaining an open walkway for the citizens, visitors, tourists, whoever, to get out to that pier, that wooden pier.
that big, huge wooden pier.
Which is all over the state's bay bottom, which is still the state's bay bottom. And they were to maintain that walkway, and they were to put up a sign that said, announced, this is a public walkway. We got involved in that, and we demanded that they put a sign up. Otherwise, they would, have some burly guy standing there, hey, where are you going? That type of thing. And they had to keep the sign. They had to allow people to go out there. It was basically a fishing pier. They put the sign up. After a year or so, it came down, and then he built a bar out there. And we complained. Everybody complained. They came down and told them you couldn't do it. You got to move the bar. Take it out of there.
Kelsey remained handcuffed in public for about an hour.
Hundreds of people walking by, getting their tickets to go into the concert, because it was where they sat me was right next to the ticket table. So that was really embarrassing, and you know, it was a public event. There were lots of people there and lots of people that I knew, so that was embarrassing.
So you were like crying?
Yeah. I was trying to not cry just because there were so many people, and I was really embarrassed, but I couldn't help but, you know, be upset. Yeah, my dog's pregnant and she's running around in there, so I was really worried about her. I kept saying, hey, you know, where's my dog? And she didn't care.
So she just had the baby last night?
Yeah, just last night.
Oh my god.
Look how tiny. Congratulations, Molly.
Can you see the photo? He's so dark, so black.
Molly Jr.
Oh, Molly did it. Molly, they creep next to